Hey, what's going on, guys? Wolfbeard with episode 8 of Honor is Undead. This episode's going to be featuring Pixels, as always, and it's going to also have ihazcandyforu, who's one of the Gamefaqs guys. You'll only see him for a little bit towards the end of the boss fight. When we originally set up to do this, I thought we were going to have another person with us, and what ended up happening was it was kind of a last-minute thing, so we couldn't really get anybody in. It was during the middle of the day, very early, and Pixels and I just decided, let's go get this part out of the way. We'll fight the old Iron King, and I thought we would have been able to get somebody in. The one guy we tried to get in, his soul memory was way too high. So we're going to do this solo until we get up to the old Iron King, and then you're going to see ihazcandy. He's going to help us out. And this is another short video. This one was actually 50-some minutes long. I edited it. I actually had I was helping Pixels. After we did this, I went and I helped Pixels fight the old Iron King. What we were doing was he was trying to stay close to me, so we were in the same areas as far as me being able to summon him. Most of it, though, it was basically a repeat of what we did. I died in it, and I believe he dies in my boss fight, so it was a lot of, again, it was waiting around, just a lot of message sending, which is how most of it's going to be. But anyways, we're making our way here through the second half of the Iron Keep. We're fighting the Ironclad guys, which if you guys do, like, if you want a good armor set, that weighs a lot, but that nullifies backstabs, like I said before, try and get a hold, try and farm these guys. They're usually pretty good with dropping it. Rest of their armor I really don't care about. I just like, it's like I said, it's kind of like a niche armor because it has that ability to nullify backstabs. And after having just got out of the arena about 15 minutes ago, I tried using a turtle build. Interestingly enough, I actually had a conversation on the Gamefaqs board wondering whether or not turtle builds, like the old turtle builds, the old school turtle builds, I believe like Fisto and those guys made them really popular. They would just dominate with them, where you would just kind of sit behind your Black Knight shield and use your S-Stock, and it was a great build. A lot of people claim they're not very viable for Dark Souls 2 with the shield break mechanism. It doesn't seem like the S-Stock hits as hard, nor does the Leo ring. But I can tell you right now that I ran, I believe it was probably around 15 fights, and I lost one to one guy. So they still are very much viable, and like my skill level is nowhere near those guys who, like Yami or Spades or Fisto or Saber, and those guys are probably insane with that type of build. I mean, if I can win 14 to 15 matches, I could imagine those guys probably will put together massive winning streaks. So the only thing, what brought me to that was talking about the Ironclad armor. Basically, I was looking for, I was wearing Havel's set for it. Havel's is nice because it offers the defense. Well, the problem is it's a slow build. Even though it's a high level build, it's like soul level 200. But even though I had my adaptability up to 110, you're still losing out to quicker guys with the full Havel's Great Shield. You're slow. It's not that you're slow rolling. You just basically they can roll BS you. They can get behind your attacks, and it's very easy to get BS'd. I kind of try to be aware of that. I kind of try to watch the, I was trying to watch that I didn't get shield broken. It only happened to me twice, but I was backstabbed quite a few times. Fortunately, that armor negates a lot of it, the Havel's armor, so figured if I use the Ironclad armor, not going to happen at all. That's one less threat to prove that turtle builds are viable if you know how to use them. Anybody could sit there behind a shield with a spear or a thrusting sword and poke. But you really have, there's more to it than that. There is more to it than that. But it's very frustrating to fight against that sort of build, especially if you don't have a show tell, which a lot of people don't. I think personally, I'm the only one that seems to carry one with me. Okay, now that that's done, we're getting ready to fight the Iron King. As you can see on our way up here, we fought a Red Phantom. And he dual wields those big, I think they're just these big ass hammers. He's got a lot of defense, so you just got to be cautious when you're fighting him. Again, this is New Game Plus, so all the red phantoms are from New Game Plus and beyond. We're going to be making our way down here. There's a lightning short bow at the bottom. Once you turn off the fire, you'll be able to pick it up. I don't really use it. It's no good to me. I don't have a faith build. So just watch the sides of the wall. There's spikes coming out. They'll damage you if you're not paying attention. And here you see we're fighting another ironclad guy. They use those big hammers. They're really easy to dodge. Really easy to get around. I had no problems with it. And like you can see there, Pixels just got right behind him and absolutely fucked him up. And we make our way to the old Iron King. Prevailing opinion is the old Iron King is actually Gwyn, because when you beat him in New Game Plus, you get the old King's Soul. And I mean, the lava setting, everything. I want you to watch here real quick. Watch to the left of your screen and make sure you watch Pixels right here. See you, Pixels. Yeah, that happened. He fell off as I was summoning. Yeah, man. But again, my co-host, I can't move forward without him, so sorry about that, yeah, man. But we don't need your services anymore. So I jumped in, killed myself, get Pixels back in, and I communicated with ihazcandyforu, and you're going to see him. He's going to come in with us. And not yet, though. We have to... Pixels didn't have that area opened. He didn't have the third bonfire open. So I ended up... It's in Genie's Idol, or whatever the fuck that place is called. So I had to come back here and meet him. And we get to go through all this bullshit again. I really like the Iron Keep area. I like the design of it. I think this is what Lost Izalith should have been. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and I know a lot of people liked Lost Izalith. To me, it was always not necessarily a place that I hated in Dark Souls 1. It's just a place that I myself found extremely boring. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't hate it. It was boring. It was like gimmicky. Anyways, you can see, I think we are, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what Pixels is doing, and I probably should have edited this out, me just sitting here. I think I was actually typing on the Gamefaqs board trying to get Candy, trying to coordinate with him, but I really hope this video ends because it's almost 8 o'clock on a Thursday night and I'm getting ready for the NFL draft, which is all I've looked forward to since the end of the football season. I'm a Raider fan, so I'm hoping we take a big-time receiver or a quarterback. I'd love to take Sammy Watkins with the pick, but the Raiders being the Raiders, they're probably going to fuck this draft up like they have every other draft for the past 20 fucking years. Anyways, that's enough about football. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't watch it. I do. I love it. It's my only passion outside of Dark Souls 2. Football. And my dog. I love my dog. So, anyways, back to the Iron Keep. And you're going to see here the Alone Knight is the one that shoots at us. Actually, if you, on the other side of there, if you went back down the stairs, there is an entrance to the Belfry, another part of the Belfry. If you're not a Bell Bro, I kind of suggest staying away from there because you will get invaded the second you walk in there. Bell Bro's a nice covenant in theory. I mean, you get some cool rewards, especially if you're newer to the game, you're trying to level up, and chunks can be a pain in the ass in this game to get. Well, you get them with that covenant. It is the new Hunter Covenant. It's Gank Central, which is why you're going to see a couple videos that we made in between here and We Were Bored. We go into the Belfry, the one by the Lost Bastille, and we just ganked them, and I really don't feel bad. I mean, they do it to us, so turnabout's fair play. You can see here, you got to watch, make sure when you come out of this door, it's going to be an Alone Knight. He'll sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. The first time I encountered him, I actually was in this area. I was running down, got all the way down to the turtle, and next thing you know, I'm getting fucked up from behind. I had no clue where he came from until I died. I went back to get my souls. I looked, and he almost got me again, but I saw him coming. So just watch him. He's a sneaky little fuck, that guy. So you can see we take the turtles out. They're not too big of a deal. When you open this door right here, or this gate, whatever it is, it's like a guillotine type deal. You can actually lead this other ironclad guy. You can actually pull him in and have him chopped up. I believe it's a one-shot, one-kill, if I'm not mistaken. I've never I think I only did it once, and it was only on New Game Regular. I'm pretty sure it killed him. So we're going to make our way back up to the bonfire. There, I picked up the lightning bow just to show you guys that it was there. We're going to go up and we're going to summon ihazcandyforu for the old Iron King fight. The old Iron King fight, it's just, again, like most of the boss fights, it's patterns, it's timing. He only has a few attacks. If you try to cheese him at range, he has a couple attacks that he hits you with that can actually, even if you're hiding behind that little part of the building, he'll clip the walls and he'll be able to get you with his fire attacks. So just be careful with that. And we have ihazcandyforu. You know, he's wearing a jester. I see he has the jester hat. I've been getting out of that describing the builds, and I'm sorry for that. I really don't know what a lot of people are wearing. It looks like Watcher stuff. I think he has the Spider Fang. That's what it looks like. I like the Spider Fang. I actually was going to use it on this build. It requires 25 dexterity. Little tip if you guys don't know this. Keep the Spider Fang in your right hand. Use the strong attack. It actually works well for a pyromancer. The strong attack shoots a web like Freya does when she shoots that web at you when you're fighting her. And she gets you caught up in the web and you move slow, you can't roll. Well, what comes in handy in PvP if you're being invaded and you can catch somebody with it, hit them with that, immediately follow up with a Forbidden Sun, and they're done. Especially if you have 2 casts of it, they're fucked. So as you can see, we beat the Ironclad Turtle guy there. Sorry if I repeat words. I feel like I repeat words all the time, like certain phrases like and again, as you can see. I say a lot without having a script. I don't know, I'm just pulling shit. It's just coming from right off the top of my head, and I don't know, maybe I'm not really good with that shit, but I just feel like everything is a repeat of the last episode, and I apologize for that, guys. Like I said, just again there, like I said, is another one. Bear with me, over time. Maybe it'll get better. So this is the old Iron King. He's just a big demon with wings. Very, very fitting boss for the area. And right there, I just wanted to test out what a great fireball would do, which is nothing. I did also switch to the Manslayer for this. Those are basically his attacks. When you see him smash the ground like that, make sure you take advantage of it. Just keep on smashing his arm. Roll through it. And just take advantage. Don't get too greedy, though, because you're going to need your stamina. Roll opposite of the way his arm's going, too, by the way. And there goes Pixels. He fell in the lava, unfortunately. He's having a really tough time with gravity in this playthrough. This, I usually can dodge that. It's basically the move where he slams both of his fists down, and it's like a fire tempest comes up. I don't know what happened there. I guess I just mistimed it. But luckily, he gives you time to heal, so you can get back to full health. And again, right there, it's just when he slams his fists on the ground, just that's when you attack. Whenever his fists hit the ground, attack him. This can be a little bit tricky. You can roll through it the other way, or you can hide behind the shed. I wasn't quick enough. Like, in other words, if I was running and he was coming towards me with it, you can actually roll under it, which I've done a million times. I just don't know if I do it here. Probably not, because I needed it to be on video and I didn't get it. But yeah, you can hide back there as well. Just don't stay back there. He'll shoot a beam out of his hand that can do massive damage. And this is it. Just rinse and repeat. And he's another boss that if you have magic, the fight gets really simple. Really simple. And watch that fucking pit in the back there to the right. You'll see it to my left here. It's a fucking nightmare. I've had him beat so many times and fell in that goddamn thing. Mages have, this is an easy mode fight for mages. All you do is kind of stay like just a little bit away from him, enough to where he's not shooting his beams at you, and you'll absolutely obliterate him. We had perfect timing, both of us. My timing was just totally off in this fight. There's been fights where he doesn't touch me, and then there's fights where he'll just... I have a love-hate relationship with this boss. He's a dickhead. And it seems like he's taking... I didn't think the fight was this long, man. Holy shit, this fight's been going on for like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe. Well, at least 3, I think. And he should have been dead a long time ago. See, I don't understand. Now that I'm watching this, how did I get hit by that? Thank God for ihazcandy. Thank you, ihazcandy. But I can't believe I got hit that many fucking times, man. Jesus, that was embarrassing. and I apologize for that. And there's ihazcandy with his pretty sweet build. Where do we go from here? Well, after this, it's going to be... I think we start making our way to Shaded Woods now. I just had a run in here, and I think I tried to resummon Pixels. I'm not sure what exactly went down there, but I knew I forgot to. What had happened was I went back to the bonfire to go to Majula, and I forgot to light the primal bonfire. So, as you can see, I'm going to make my way back here, light the primal bonfire, warp back to Majula, and get ready to do... I don't know if it was the Shaded Runes or Sinner's Rise. I know both of them are done. As of right now, as of today is May the 8th. We are on Freya right now, so we still have a little bit of the game left. We have Drangleic Castle and all that stuff. Dragon Area, Dragon Shrine. So, that's going to wrap this episode up, guys. I just want to send a shout out and a thank you to my summons. ihazcandyforu, much appreciate it. And again, a shout out and a thank you to my co-host Pixels, and to you guys. I really appreciate it. My subs are starting to go up a little bit, so thanks guys. If you like it, make sure you subscribe, leave a like. Later guys.